Hey, Alexei, how are you? Huh? Yeah, you know how it is. I mean, I'd like to be able to talk to you and get to maybe even say hi, shake your hand. But you know how it is. I can see you through the glass. Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Yeah, I think they said we got 15 minutes. That's usually how it goes. Yeah. Don't call me. Don't call me. Do you have any idea what those fucking prison rates are? What? I'm not allowed to say. Do you have any idea what those prison rates are like? It's horrible. I know. I mean, they've been trying for what, 25, 30 years now to get that addressed? Yeah, there was that whole lawsuit, I think late 90s. Yeah. Well, I mean, that was state. I mean, when you're talking federal, it's totally different than when you're talking state, but the rates were just, they were horrible. Yeah. Yeah. You're not allowed to send, no collect calls. All right? I mean, if I can pay, I'll call you. That's kind of the deal, right? They got these cards. You can buy the card. The card's got a PIN number on it. And then when you use the PIN number, it gives you a certain amount of time, and then you can dial. And that's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. And I'm trying to talk to him about that. Because technically they're recording this. So everything's already being recorded somewhere, which means that's, if nothing else, metadata. And I already know that they've developed a whole bunch of cryptos with this stuff. And there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to get our own crypto, especially if you got to pay those legal fees, right? Yeah, I know. I talked to the attorney general about that, but for whatever reason, they're trying to say that the State Department has some sort of priority. Yeah, I never understood this either. It's a complete misrepresentation of appropriate jurisdiction, but it's just how they seem to think that they can get away with it right now. Okay, I'm getting that indicator. I think I'm going to have to change it up. Hey, I just want to tell you something, man. You know, I don't know if anybody ever told you this, but before I left the country in 2015, before I knew I was even leaving, right? I signed up for a prison pen pal program in California. Yeah, I signed up for a prison pen pal program. It's this thing that you could get a pen pal from prison and you could write them. And here's the crazy thing. I signed up. I had to fill out this form and everything. And before I even got the letter in the mail from the guy who they had chosen to be my pen pal, I got all this information about him. Yeah. Well, first of all, they assigned me to talk to a white supremacist, and I'm letting you know that right now. They said he was a white supremacist. He was part of some sort of white nationalist organization. And when they give you the specs on the terms of the prison pen pal program, there's all these things you're not supposed to talk about because they might be triggers for gang affiliation, right? I mean, I was the kind of person I was like, wow, I mean, what kinds of things do you get to see when you're in prison? Do you see birds? No, you're not allowed to talk about that. I'm not allowed to talk about that. I'm not allowed to tell you even what I saw yesterday. And somebody might have a gang sign. I know, right? Well, I mean, you never know what we might have in common. Hey, I heard that you're having some problems eating. Are you on a hunger strike? Well, some people have been able to accomplish a lot of things with hunger strikes. And did you hear about what they did in California? Yeah. Well, it wasn't just California. There's a long history of that sort of thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, look, I know there's a lot of confusion sometimes, and I gotta admit, it's like this strange thing happened. At some point in time, I think somebody set you up on a 30 year, and you're like in your second to third part of that particular 30 year. Well, I mean, I do a lot of stuff right now that could otherwise be considered what, a financial reporting? Maybe I could have gotten Daniel Pearl's job if I tried. You think so? You think they'd send me to Pakistan? Oh, I don't think I'm allowed to say that. Sorry. Well, they used to do that thing. They used to do the sketches. It's kind of like the prison sketches, except it's not a prison sketch. I was always wondering who did that. The Wall Street Journal, and they just got somebody that actually would draw pictures of people black and white pencil sketches. Well, they probably got it digitized now. It's probably one of those things you take a picture of someone, you put it in there, and they can depixelate it and get an outline, and then they can just put it on there. But I mean, back in the day, they actually have to get somebody that knew how to draw. Yeah. Well, it could be a challenge when you got to try to figure out how to lay out an article and then put it in the rest of the paper when you got digital representations, but then you got a courtroom sketch. You ever had to deal with that? Hey, did they do any courtroom sketches of you in your proceedings, like from behind the glass? Did they put you in a sauna box? You know, I've noticed that. They got these pictures of these guys that have been put in isolation. I'm like, why are they in the sauna? It's not really funny, actually. Well, you supposed to smoke the peace pipe and fucking work a deal with the guard? Does he get to talk to you about what I saw yesterday? Claim it's his? I don't know how to do that. It's not something I know how to do. It's like one of those things. They had me so long in the inception of the Bitcoin. You know, the whole thing with Satoshi. And he really liked me. He would chase me around all over the damn fucking place. And if he got me, he'd hit me over the head. He'd take whatever I had at the time. So I don't know how to divest. Because I'm just like, come and get me, motherfucker. I mean, if he gets it, then I gotta chase him down and try to do the same thing back. But if he doesn't, you know, I keep holding out that maybe if I hold on to it long enough, somebody's gonna get their shit together and realize there's a reason we keep going through these fucking cycles. And at some point, something's gotta break, right? And when it breaks, you get to recalibrate. I don't know. Some engineer somewhere probably knows about this. No, 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 no. That's not what they did that for. You're a man. It's different. They left me alone for as long as they did because they're banking that they're going to be able to excitate me or stress me out hormonally. And then they're going to be able to call early menopause. Because what they really need is for me to be beyond childbearing age. They need me to no longer be actually fertile. Because then when I'm no longer actually fertile, they know that they're going to have more success in trying to compel me to engaging in the predefined use value functions that they already coded in. And they don't really seem to have much of an inclination, right? They don't want me to actually breed. And not only do they not want me to breed, they don't want me to attract anybody that's interested in actually having and raising children. They've made this very clear. And so that's why they've isolated me. As much as it may be, you want to say it's about politics, you want to say it's about difference of opinion, that's not what it's about. This is eugenics, man. I mean, I don't look as blonde as you do anymore, but my baby would. If you and I had a baby, it would. And they don't want that. It's the truth. I mean, what do you want me to say? And when you get right down to it, at the end of the fucking day, that's what it's about. They wanted me to fucking, they wanted a blend. Well, you know, if you get that heavy crude from Nigeria and you mix it with the Saudi blonde, which, you know, was just an import from Texas. Somebody fucking made a lot of fucking deals on that in the 80s when those defense companies shut down. And that's what they're doing right now. Somebody's got to get busted open. It's part of the cycle. Well, before they cut off the library, it was right there in the microfiche. It was big. They had to decommission it. When they decommissioned it, they fucking parsed it out. A bunch of other companies were able to pick some stuff up. Some of that stuff got recirculated. But I think what they're really concerned about is people like you and me got to be cut the fuck off. Because one of these guys is going to have to fucking take a hit. That was the deal. And when they take a hit, if we have anything close to any political leverage, we might actually be able to reclaim our own property this time. And they won't just be able to reverse engineer it and hook up a bunch of other shitty fucking weapons nobody even knows how to use right. This is the fucking problem. Why did you fucking take so many people, use their lives to make fucking weapons, and then just fucking wait for 10 years so you can reverse engineer it and make another round of fucking weapons when you don't raise anybody with any goddamn morality so we understand a just cause for war? You use my whole fucking life. It's like, yeah, right? They use my whole fucking life for weapons, and the only fucking thing they want to go to war for is the most disgusting, prurient shit. Any just cause for actually using them? Oh, they fucking try to fucking buy you off with what? Pot? Well, by the way, man, you're going to have to go on the record or get your people to go on the record about that one. Because I'm not really much inclined to fucking try to keep this up if you're one of those jackasses that's just in it to fucking legalize the fucking narcos, because then it'll be, I don't know, what? Are you worried about drinking water? See, it would be different if I was an actual lawyer, man. It would be different if I was an actual lawyer and I had to go through some sort of professional development, or I had to learn how to communicate with somebody that was under stress, including involved with illegal incarceration, and including somebody that was targeted by unconventional weapons as an act of political retaliation. But that's not who I am! And that's why they won't recognize me as a colleague, because they make their money on people like me. And if I were to prove that I could be a lawyer and actually try my own fucking case, they might be out of a fucking job. That's right, man. Solidarity forever. Hey, you know what? If I tap out early, do we get credit for the next time? Or do I get to, well, I'm going to go ahead and reserve my time, or I yield my time to the person after me? You might need to talk to somebody in your actual family. All right. Have a good day. Maybe I'll talk to you again.